Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. We are about to begin the interview with Bill Gates. This will be our 15th interview. There are a couple of things I want to mention about yesterday. Based on the testimony from Ms. Groff, as well as a meeting that I had afterwards with several of the Epstein survivors, I am going to ask Alan Dershowitz to come in. We will have questions for him. We're going to give him an opportunity to come in and answer several questions that arose yesterday based on Ms. Groff's testimony and some things that some of the Epstein survivors said. So we're proceeding along. Hopefully this interview today will be productive and help us learn more and help us in our investigation as we move forward. I'll be happy to answer a couple of questions.
Chairman, what are you expecting to ask Bill Gates today? What information are you hoping to get from him?
Well, the same information I think other members of Congress have said. We just want to know about his relationship with Mr. Epstein and Ms. Maxwell. What did he see? Did he know what was going on? Was he involved in any of this? So I'm sure as we ask questions, more questions will arise. I will say this, no one's accusing Bill Gates of any wrongdoing, and I certainly appreciate him coming in voluntarily.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. So clearly the investigation is still ongoing, given you're now asking Mr. Dershowitz to come in. Are there any plans to formally ask Acting Attorney General Todd Blanch to come in?
I'm communicating with the Department of Justice. I would like for Todd Blanch to come in July. Well, he's got, I think we all know he has a big confirmation coming up. So, but I've always wanted Blanch to come in. Now, let me be very clear. Todd Blanch came in a month ago. He came in with Pam Bondi to answer questions from the Oversight Committee, and the Democrats stormed out and ran to you all to try to be the first to get on MSNBC and talk about their outrage. What a missed opportunity for the Democrats. But Todd Blanch answered questions that Republicans had for several hours, as did Ms. Bondi. But we brought Ms. Bondi back in, and we're working to bring Todd Blanch in.
Would it be Chairman?
Overall, there were emails in the files relating to Bill Gates, a draft email alleging there was some kind of request to get medication for STD.
Yeah.
Is there potential for criminal wrongdoing there, asking someone to procure a medication that may not otherwise be available?
I don't know about that, but that email will be addressed in the first hour of questioning, I can assure you. The majority will have 1 hour of questioning, the minority will have 1 hour of questioning. I hope that you all review the transcripts of all these interviews that we do and look at the depth of the questions that the Republicans ask versus the depth of the questions that the Democrats ask. Yesterday, right off the bat, the Democrats asked questions about Mar-a-Lago and Donald Trump, and this is about the survivors of Epstein and Maxwell. This is about trying to figure out how the government failed, and this goes back several administrations, several attorneys general. This has definitely been a failure in justice. We're trying to get the truth to the American people, and we're trying to provide some type of justice for the survivors. So I really hope that you all are reviewing the transcripts, because it's inevitable that after every interview, the Democrats march out here. Actually, they tiptoe out here, and they go and tell you all this stuff. They're outraged that Lutnick said or that Bondi said. Well, then the transcript comes out and no one ever questions on it. It's real frustrating, because the Democrats have been nothing but dead weight in this investigation. But I feel like we've accomplished a lot. We're bringing people in. And one thing that's clear is many of these people have never been interviewed by the government. They've never been interviewed by the FBI. They've never been interviewed by the Department of Justice. So this is the first time there's been a substantive investigation, and I'm happy with the work that we've done thus far. It's disappointing, because I think that all of us would agree that some of the things that everyone we've brought in to interview have said are hard to believe. It was hard to believe some of the things Ms. Groff said yesterday, especially with respect to scheduling the massages every day. Massive list of girls. That's hard to believe that she never suspected anything, but that's what she testified. It's hard to believe Lex Wexner didn't know anything going on, but that's what he testified. So we're going to continue to bring people in and ask the tough questions. I hope you're reviewing the transcripts to see the question. And then the last thing I want to add, we're also communicating, or I am, and my staff, Oversight staff, we're communicating with the survivors. We're making sure the survivors read the transcripts, and if the survivors see any things that were said in the depositions and interviews that aren't true, we're working with them to try to get evidence to figure out if the witnesses were lying. So this is a very substantive investigation. And hopefully today we'll get some more information. And I think you've seen the list. We've got Staley and Leon Black, who is a very big person of interest in this investigation, coming in very soon. So we'll brief you. Just be careful what you hear from certain members that stay in there for 5 minutes and trot out talking points that I have found not to be true. And hopefully if you read the transcripts, you'll see they're not true.
Mr. Chairman, just on the overall timeline, I mean, we're already in mid-June. What is your expectation for what you can really get done before the end of the year here?
Well, that's true. We're on a time clock. We've got Leon Black coming in and Doug Band this month. Then we have Kathy Rumbler, Jess Staley, and as I said, we're going to try to bring in Dershowitz, and hopefully we'll hear from Todd Blanch. So we'd like to do all that in July.
Do you want to hear from Blanch in a transcribed interview, or how are you hoping?
Look, we just have questions. We just have questions for Mr. Blanch. But again, I want to make sure everyone gets this. He came in, and if the Democrats had stayed, Pam Bondi said during that briefing that Todd Blanch was the one in charge of the Epstein investigation. That wasn't used when Bondi came in for her interview. That wasn't used. She said that in the briefing. But the Democrats weren't there because they tiptoed out to cry to you all. So I think that the main thing that we have for Blanch is the question on what, if any, documents are left out there. So that's the main question that we have for Blanch. But again, he's already come in once.
Are you just questioning Mr. Gates' personal conduct or the Gates Foundation entirely?
Well, I'm sure there'll be lots of questions from lots of different members. I know the first hour, but that email is definitely going to be addressed. I mean, I think that everybody in America has questions about that email.
Will the foundation?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to say anything to spook the attorneys who are watching this right now to go on. So thank you all. We'll be out and give you a briefing soon.